Do you remember what it was like to commute? Going to and back from work, taking a car, a bus, train, or maybe two to get to your office? The world forgot for a while what commuting was like, but shaky times could probably bring a new normal where commuting is back. The question that the world should be asking itself now is, can we afford to commute again? First, let's talk about contamination. 3 billion people commute worldwide every day. Some use private cars, others use public transport, but no matter their favorite transportation, they all contribute to pollution and climate change. We all have heard of carbon dioxide coming from cars, but there are other very dangerous fumes, so hard to pronounce, we need to write them down to remember them, like nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, benzene, and formaldehyde. If they are so hard to say, they can't be good. We breathe them, and then they go into the atmosphere. But way before that, they were extracted from Earth. Don't forget that fossil fuels are the heart of the engine in the car and the bus that take people to work. And then there's the time issue. An average person takes an hour to get to and from work. In cities like Rio or Shanghai, that grows up to 2 hours of commuting time. 1 hour a day turns into 20 hours a month and around 200 hours a year. If companies made a survey on how do you prefer to spend your time, either commuting or watching Netflix, we can pretty much guess what the majority would say. So let's imagine a world without commuting. A world where nobody spends an hour a day in a car or a bus, but outside in the park with the children or the dog or meeting friends or family. Without commuting, we stop pollutants from going into the atmosphere, and we can dramatically contribute to mitigate climate change. If only 10 employees in a company worked remotely for 1 day a week, this would reduce 10 times more greenhouse gas emissions than if just one person did. This, along with other benefits discovered during the pandemic, has inspired many giant companies like Twitter and Apple to begin making the switch to going fully remote. So remote meetings are here to stay, and so are virtual notes and online presentations. Some big companies are leading the way, but if this is to last, all companies, big and small, need to find the tools that allow them to keep working at their best and having all their workforce connected. Many online tools have appeared to bridge the gap, and many others to protect companies' major asset, their data. If telecommuting is on the rise, so is hacking, and companies need today more than ever a tool that keeps their sensitive data protected no matter where. But we're telecommuting, remember? So just keeping the information safe from people shoulder surfing, prying eyes, or getting unauthorized access is not enough. People need connection, a safe connection to their work, and a safe connection to their employers without feeling watched or invaded. At Hummingbirds AI, we care about the environment, and we design our solutions so they can truly create the harmony that so many human activities lack. So we mix nature and the environment with information security and privacy-first AI, and guess what we got? GUACAMOLED ID is our continuous video-based facial biometrics app that brings together identity authentication at all times, data protection from visual hacking, and employer insight. GUACAMOLED ID's liveness detection process and identity verification are so simple to use, you can just come into work, and employers can help employees by remotely identifying fraudulent activity and keeping them, as well as the devices, completely safe. No intrusion, all privacy. That's GUACAMOLED ID, the smart solution that answers every company's endpoint security questions at once.